Hello, friends. So good to be in touch with you again. You've been a precious part of my life over the last several years, and it brings me great sadness to tell you this will be the last video that's produced where I am talking to you on this channel. On Sunday, December 1, at the end of my Thanksgiving vacation, I got a phone call at 3:16 telling me I needed to be at the conference office the next day. I was there to discuss employment issues. Things were brought up that I thought had been resolved, and I was told they were not resolved at the level I thought they were. I asked for the presentation of the grievances against me in writing. They said no. The next day I was before the conference committee, not knowing exactly what had been said about me before I went in. If I had gotten a speeding ticket, I would at least been able to hear what the police said about me and my potential offense. This isn't what most of us thought would be the deliberating spirit and process of the highest order of Christian kindness, redemption, and just behaving.
Happy Sabbath. Greetings from the Michigan Conference. It's been a blessing for me to be here and to worship with you this Sabbath. I've been blessed with the emphasis on looking to Jesus throughout the Sabbath school, the announcements, and the service. And as you may have heard, this has been a week of much prayer and heartfelt discussions within our conference. And after much deliberation and prayer, the Michigan Conference Executive Committee, which is a committee that is made up of laymen, representative laymen, and pastors, and a couple teachers throughout the Michigan Conference, has made the decision to transition the senior pastor out of the village church. And we understand that this news may come as a surprise, but this decision was approached with careful consideration and a desire to follow God's leading. We recognize the sensitivity of this situation and are seeking the well-being of everyone involved. We love and appreciate Pastor Kelly and desire the best for him and his future ministry. And our prayers are with him and his family as he prayerfully considers where God is leading him next. And we have appointed Pastor Tarik Patel, who has served as the lead associate pastor here at Village, to serve as the interim senior pastor as we work through this transition. We recognize that many may be shocked, hurting, and uncertain about what lies ahead. We understand our hearts are hurting too. But we are here to support, to listen, to pray with, and for the Village Church community. And we are confident that God will continue to lead in powerful ways here at Village. And we look forward to his continued blessing on this ministry, church family, and community. May God bless each of you this Sabbath and beyond is our prayer.
Ron Kelly, Pastor Kelly, my older brother. He's a good man. When I was a pastor in Des Moines for almost 6 years, actually in the Iowa-Missouri Conference, throughout that time, I would call him and text him quite a few times throughout those years, and he would provide mentorship, guidance, and counseling for a young pastor just starting off. I have pages of notes from my visits with Pastor Kelly from Michigan to Iowa. In fact, I shared this too earlier that I still have these notes that he gave me and I wrote with my purple pen on how to operate a healthy nominating committee. And I was nervous because the church I was in, there was a lot of issues with that. And they were very put the wall up against what I was doing. But let me tell you, I followed what he told me to the T. And that church told me that was the best nominating committee they ever had in decades. I would tell my wife, Pastor Kelly's calling us. And she would always also tell me, answer the phone. I'm telling you, I felt very humbled all the time to receive his phone calls. When I came here through those doors and I sat in that committee room, and then I began to be in the inner circle, and I seen this man who easily works 70 plus hours a week, to the point that I had to tell the brother, come on, Pastor, you got to relax. But the man works hard. And I'm telling you, my appreciation for what he did for me in Des Moines quadrupled, because then I realized that this man, this busy, friends, I know the past couple of days have been just out of this world. I just got a little inkling of the taste of what he had been carrying for years. The mantle is very heavy. But my respect quadrupled, because I realized that as busy as he was, he still took the time to call a young pastor in Iowa that he barely knew to help him along his journey. I think that says a lot about him. You and I both know that God used him to do a work here in this place that was nothing short of tremendous. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be frustrated.
But I am no longer the senior pastor of the village church now. I have my own YouTube channel, Ron Kelly. I look forward to talking with you, sharing a bit more about my journey, and helping you understand how to wisely navigate inside the Church of God, not losing the sweet spirit you need to keep, and yet being as wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove. My faith is good, my courage is strong. I know God has not left me, and I love this church. I want to encourage everybody here to continue to remain faithful to the Seventh-day Adventist Church that they're a part of.
I want to share these scriptures with you because I don't have any words, but I know God does. The scripture says, great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. The great peace is not exempt during the trial or the distress. In fact, the great peace is 24/7 readily available. You know what that means, church? God is on the throne, and the peace is at your disposal.
And I want to encourage you to pray for me and my family. God will provide. He always has, and he will in the future. Thank you again for your faithful and loyal and prayerful support. And now, may we go forward best understanding what our next move should be. God bless you, and I hope to see you in heaven, if not before.